Hey everybody, happy 4th of July. It is Tuesday afternoon and I'm in my craft room and I was cleaning up and I was actually working on a new printable uh, inspired by my last live. So if you were with me, I don't know, when was that? Was that Saturday? I think it was Saturday, right? We were creating little identification cards and we created these. I also created a Santa one, but lo and behold, it got sold in one of my journals, so I can't share it with you. But I had an idea, and one of the things that I struggled with these little identification cards is I was limited to the size of the stamp, which was fine. I made it work. I just kind of sifted through all of my stamps and I found what worked, and these came out pretty awesome. I was pretty happy with them. But I thought to myself, you know, Monica, you are a digital designer. Why don't you create little character photo images, kind of like a passport image or identification image, and then you can create kind of like an employee badge versus an identification card. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to create a Santa badge and this cute little elf's badge because when they are at the North Pole, of course, we need to make sure that they are supposed to be there, right? We don't want any intruders, so they have to wear their employee IDs. So that's what we're going to work on today. Like I said, I am working on a digital sheet to create some characters, which will be available hopefully in a couple of days. And it will be in the shop. And I don't know, it'll just be a couple bucks. It won't be very much. But I thought it would be really cute to create some employee tags. Hey, Frida, how are you? Happy 4th of July. So I was just explaining that I'm going to make these employee tags today. So a couple days ago, we made these identification cards. I'm using some of my stamps, and I had the idea to create some employee badges for our friends at the North Pole. So that's what we're going to do today. So I got out some of my Christmas stamps. And one of the reasons why I'm kind of doing Christmas is last year I did Christmas in July and I had several videos. But now that I have the shop, I don't have as much time to create content. So I thought all month I would just create some Christmas theme projects when I either go live excuse me, or I do some videos. So that's kind of my supplement for not doing my Christmas in July. Of course, in December, I will do a holiday theme YouTube, probably 12 days of Christmas. And then, of course, 7 days of Halloween, I always do. So that is definitely going to happen. So that's what we're going to do today. So I thought we can go ahead and work with these. I already cut them out, so I have this little tag here, and I know exactly what I'm going to put on this. I've been thinking about this, so I've already got it, kind of got it in my mind, some of the things I'm going to use. And let's see if I can find this right here is what I want to use. Agent. So I thought it was perfect. I wish I had another number, but this fits perfectly here, and that's kind of like his employee number, right? So Santa and the elf are going to have the same employee number, unfortunately. Unless I can think of something else for Santa. I mean, I guess I could use book number, right? I don't know. Let's see. I really like the agent. I think that's really, really fun. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Just because book number doesn't really make sense. So anyway, that's what I'm going to work on today. So let's go ahead and, of course, add some walnut stain to my tags. And this tag that I cut out is from a old die set. It's one of those bigs, one of those big hefty ones. And it cuts out both these tags, and then it also cuts out these little ringlets. So it's a staple in the craft room. All right, so just adding some walnut stain to the tag. All right. Frida, it might be just you and I this afternoon. I don't ever plan my lives. The only time I ever plan it is on my Sunday afternoon. So typically you guys know I'm going live on Sunday afternoons. But if I ever have any spontaneous crafting time, I just kind of turn on the camera, just because, like I said, I don't have a lot of free time to do my videos anymore. So I supplement with these lives. All right, so like I said, I know exactly what I wanted to do with this. This is a small guy. Let's see if I can make this fit here. Ah, oof, those magnets. I should know better. Hey, Debbie. How's it going? All right, so now I have two magnets that are stuck together. And I should know better. Okay, it's gonna have to stay like this for a minute. I should know better because I've had this Misty for a while. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this. So Debbie, we're creating employee IDs for Santa and his crew. So when Santa gets a new employee, just like all of us when we go to a new job, you know, they take our picture, we go through orientation, and then we get our ID badge. So that's what we're creating today, is we're creating some ID badges. Santa should already have his. I mean, he's the one in charge, but maybe he lost his. I don't know. Maybe I should charge Santa. I know some companies, if you lose your employee badge, they charge you. Ridiculous, right? But Santa owns the workshop, so he's not going to get charged for another badge. I think everybody would know Santa anyway, right? All right, so let's make sure this is straight. I think that'll work. And I've been, like I said, since I did that live a few days ago, I've been kind of thinking about this. And I knew I had this agent stamp, and I'm like, oh, that would be perfect for like the agent ID number, right? Oh gosh, the things we think about. All right, so that's the inspiration, is these little tags here. All right, so let's see what else. So here's their photographs. So, you know, they probably, you know, went to human resources and they got their photos taken, of course. I don't know about you guys, but my crafting tends to always have a story behind it. That's kind of crazy, right? But it's kind of fun. And I cut these tags out from some old manila files. I love the texture of old manila files. They even print pretty well. I've printed on them as well, and they're not bad. All right, let's do this one too. Yeah, the things I made the other day were identification cards, but these are employee badges, so a little different. And I was limited to my stamp sets, right, for my images, and then I decided to create some digital images and size them exactly to the size that I need. And I'm going to create photos of, I got another elf, I've got some reindeer, I got an angel, I got all sorts of little images that I'm going to create ID badges, and then I'm going to have it as a digital printout in the shop, and it's only going to be a couple bucks. So that's the inspiration. All right. But it's not quite done yet. And of course, I had to size my photos to go up against my tag. So that's why I'm doing the live today, because I always do prototypes to try out my ideas. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But that's typically when I'm crafting, is when I'm trying out my prototypes. All right, so that's good. Yeah, the Santa identification card, I put in a little journal book, and it sold today. Everything in the shop, for the most part, is on sale today. So all my digitals are on sale, and my vintage items are on sale, and my handmade items, some of them I think are on sale. So, is that backwards? So it sold. So yeah, if you like vintage items, a lot of those are on sale today in the shop. It's only a one-day sale. I don't typically put my vintage items on sale, but I figured, what the heck. All right. Okay, so figure out where my employee badge is going to be here. And then I know this is the agent, right? So that'll go kind of like that. All right, so let's figure out what the background's going to be. I mean, I guess just trying to think. I know I'm going to have identification check, so that's definitely going to go there. And on my other ones, I just stamped identification, but I think I'm going to do the entire identification check on this one. Let's see what else I have here that I could play with. Maybe his phone number. We'll see. What else do I have here? I've got these here. Christmas card record. Does that seem appropriate? I don't know if that really seems appropriate or not, but we'll think about that. You know, Debbie, a lot of people are saying they've been cleaning their room lately. We must be doing a lot of crafting. All right, so maybe I'll just do a background first, right? Just to give it a little bit of sparkle, I guess. Let's see, let's not use that one though. I want to use speckled egg. That's the one I want to use. I should be cleaning my room. You know, I always start out with good intentions of cleaning, and then I end up crafting. I'm sure I'm not the only one that suffers from that, right? We start out with good intentions. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of, I don't know, just create a background, I guess. So there's that one. So making anniversary cards for your anniversary, Debbie? Alright, so there's that. I think that was a good choice of color. And then, like I said, I know I'm definitely going to use the identification. So let me figure out where this is going to go. Probably somewhere like that. And then, you know, they'd have like a little clip to put on their little, you know, uniform. So gotta kind of keep that in mind as well. All right, so let's go ahead and maybe we should glue this down so we kind of know where it's at, right? Just getting rid of some of that white. I think these would make really, really cute Christmas gift tags as well. Just kind of fun. I might actually, once I get all of my images done, I may make a whole set. I don't know. I love this idea. I think it's really cute. Like I said, it kind of, I was inspired by my identification cards, and then kind of took it a step further. And that's usually how my ideas come to me. You know, I'll start out with my idea, and then I usually build on it. I'm sure we all do that, right? Okay, so 50th. Wow, congratulations. That's pretty good. Yeah, you need to definitely get a card for that one, Debbie. But you got some time. Oh boy. You've got a few that you've got to create. But you, like I said, you got a little bit of time. I guess your son's is the 11th and your sister's is the 10th. Well, not as much time for those, right? Okay. You know, I haven't even gotten all of my Christmas supplies out either. So I've just been kind of playing with non-Christmas items. I mean, my stamps are always out. I don't put those away. And then, of course, I made the digitals, which I think are very cute. All right, so identification check. So on my identification cards, I just stamped identification, but for this one, we're going to put check because when they are, you know, in the North Pole, there's an identification check to go through security. Everybody has security these days, even Santa's workshop. I don't know if they've gone so far as metal detectors because, of course, the little elves have bells, right? So they'd be putting off the metal detectors left and right. But it's definitely a security check. I told you guys I have a backstory for all of my crafting. Okay, so this little elf, let's switch this over to this side. Yep, okay. Stick it down and then add my ink. See, I'm a little bit more prepared today. On my last live, we just were making it up as we were going along, but I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. And like I said, these are my prototypes because I needed to check the size of my mugshot for my elves and for Santa. So I wanted to try it out. All right, so there's that so far. And of course, we have the little agent. And they're gonna have little, instead of, I had to think about this, instead of a tag, which is what this looks like, right? They're gonna have little clips. So, you know, when they put their ID on their clothing, they can, you know, clip it on. So I've thought this out. All right. So let's see, what else can we do? Special delivery, Merry Christmas. What should we do? Sparkling. I don't know. Maybe I've never used this one right here. So maybe that's what we'll do. Just a little sparkling tinsel at the bottom, right? Okay. So let's put that there. And let's see, this is going to be icicles and tinsel. Kind of want to make sure it's centered there. Should we do that in red? I guess that'd be nice to show you, right? Yeah, let's do that in red. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's been a very barn door. It's been a very calm 4th of July, which is how I like it. Okay, so Debbie, have a great 4th. And yeah, watch for the digitals because I'm gonna finish them up probably in the next day or so. Like I said, this was my prototype, and I love the idea. So I'm going to be creating a full set of digitals of the little characters. So if you guys want to make identification cards for your characters over at the North Pole, you can as well. All right. Tinsel and icicles. Oh, I put that perfectly with the little little diamonds at the edges. All right, so that looks good. See, now I want that to be a little higher, but it's too late. That's all right. These are my prototypes. And then this one here. Let's see if we can figure this out based on the stamp on the outside. Hopefully this isn't too low. No, I think this will work. Okay, stamp this a few times. Alright, so I think what I'll probably do next time is I'll have, hey Julie, I'll actually add my character last. I'll just kind of get an idea of where it's going to be because my stamping is kind of coming into play here, which is fine. These are my prototypes, but I think I'll add my characters last next time. All right, so let's see, what else do we want to put? We're making identification cards for the North Pole, Julie. So that's what we're making today. So, you know, when you start a new job, you go through orientation, right? And you get your picture taken for your identification, and then they give you, you know, your orientation. Well, these are identification cards for our characters. Okay, so I think they're approved. So maybe we'll put like a little approved, you know, because they're approved to be working at the North Pole. So I think we'll add that. I'm just kind of building it as I go here. I always have to have a story for my designs. I don't know why. Yeah, so I was explaining how last year and for several years I've done Christmas in July videos, and with my shop and work, it's been really hard for me to pre-record videos. But I still wanted to celebrate Christmas in July with you guys. So all month, that's kind of what I'm making, are just Christmas projects. So that's kind of what we're doing today. All right, so of course Santa is approved. Of course he is. I don't even know why Santa needs an ID card. He's the big guy, right? But we'll make him one. So, like I was saying, this is my prototype. I wanted to figure out the exact size for my little digitals. These are digitals that I created. And I'm going to have a whole sheet of characters, you know, reindeers and elves and angels. So they can all get ID cards. And then I'll have it in the shop in a couple days. I don't have it quite finished yet. I didn't want to get too far along and then have to resize everything. So I decided to go ahead and test out the size. And I turned on the video. All right, so that's where we're at so far. Now, let's see. Of course, those are going to go there. Just trying to keep an eye on this here. So let's see. Just getting my ideas here. I've got a few stamp sets I'm working with. It's nice when you actually have a pretty decent collection. Factory made, factory. Maybe I'll do something like that. A pretty decent collection that works, you know, works well together. And Tim is pretty good about making his stamp sets cohesive, right? All right, so I think I'm going to use that one. It says factory, and you know, Santa's workshop is a factory after all, right? So let's figure this out. I guess I'll do it on this side. I don't want to do it on his face though. Factory made. All right, and we'll do that in red too. Like the little stamp of approval, right? I like it. All right, so there's that one. And then let's do this one next. So for Santa, I'm going on the opposite side of where I typed the identification check. So Santa's will be, I don't know, right there. So everything in the shop is on sale today, even my vintage items. So if you've been wanting one of my digital kits or just want to check out the shop, everything's on sale. It's not often that I put the whole shop on sale, but I did that today. So if you want to check it out, find something maybe you want. Let's see here. Received. I'm glad I chose the factory one. Oops. Okay, where did I get this from? This came from this one. Alright, so just a couple more things left to add. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do there. Kind of have an idea. So I have these little Christmas blings, right? Do you remember TGI Friday, where on their suspenders they had all these buttons for blings? So I think I'll add a couple of buttons for their bling. Alright, so that's what we're going to do for that. We'll do that last though. What do you guys think of that idea? I think that's a pretty good idea, right? And then maybe, let me think here. Maybe I'll glue that. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. I'll think about that in a minute. Alright, so now I got things on the side. So, I haven't really used... I've got this that I've had for a while. Let's see if there's anything we can use for this. So I just want it here. Let's see. Postcard, maybe. That doesn't really work there, right? Maybe we'll just put some numbers there. North Pole. Ooh, that would have been good. Now, I know that this is getting covered, but maybe stamp it. See, this won't be moving, so I don't know. That might have been good there. That might be for the next one. So you could either use your approved or your North Pole, but I don't know. Unless I did it sideways. So stinking magnets again. Yeah, that doesn't really work. Alright, so we'll think about that for the next one. Maybe I'll just get out my... Oh, department. Look at that. Maybe the North Pole has some departments. I mean, that's possible, right? Okay. I just I just saw, bear with me, I've got a great idea coming your way. Department 177. Oh my goodness. I think that needs to go right on top there. Look at that. Okay, so Department 177. Is that a department at the North Pole? Maybe it is. I gotta be careful. Okay, so so this is coming together. Oof. Oh, just not big enough. So let's see here. Maybe I'll put it, because I've got to use that department, right? Maybe I put it, I'm going to have to redo that. That's all right. It's not a big deal. Department 177. Maybe that'll go right there. Kind of like that. Or if that was a little higher, that could have gone right there. But for now, we'll just put it on the side. Well, would that fit there? I don't know. I hope I don't ruin it. Let's see. See, I think on the next one, the approved will go up a little higher. And then I can have my department 177 underneath. But let's just put this right here for now, I guess. See, like I said, this is my prototype. So I always have the great ideas as I go along. Identification card stub. That would have been good too. Look at identification card stub. Maybe I'll use that on the next one. And then these little stars to fill in the, just to fill in the space. I'll do that in red, I guess. So I love this idea. I hope you guys like it as well. Real easy to make. I mean, I know I have several stamp sets that I'm working with here. But you kind of get the idea, right? Just need the little characters and you'll be good to go. Let's see, workroom. See, there's a lot of stamps that would be great here, like workroom, department. So you could use a lot of different ones here. And then I'm thinking maybe I'll just do numbers here. I don't know why, but let me think about that. I want to do something up and down. Just thinking here. So many ways I could go with this. Tag number, gosh, there's so many ways. Yeah, that would be good for a Christmas card front. Let's see. Maybe I'll just put like this little warning here. I'll do that in red as well. Kind of like a warning, you know, when you're working in the workroom. You know, not to, what to do with the broken packages, I guess. All right. I like it. All right, so I'm going to have to replace that because I'm not crazy about that. But this is going to go just like that. And then I think I'm going to put this here. Cute, right? Yeah, maybe I should make a Christmas card out of it. That's a good idea. Okay, so let's add this. I'm going to make it a little higher because this is going to cover anyway. And then I'm going to add some glue here. And add that right like that. And I need something. This will work. I got glue coming out at the bottom. Just want to fix that. All right, and there's Santa's identification card. I love it. All right, let's finish up this one. It's so cute. So it's that one. I need to get another little tag. Let's see. Yeah, it came out really cute. Really, really cute. So I just cut out another one of these since I screwed up. I screwed up that one. No big deal, right? Just cut another one. So yeah, this design probably would work really good for a Christmas card too, right? I mean, I like the idea of Santa's employee badge. I have the idea to stick this here too. I don't. I mean, maybe I can glue that, right? Let's see. Let's see here if I can add a little bit of glue, and then we'll just have it sit. So that can just go right on top there. Then it really looks like a badge, right? It's so cute. I love it, you guys. I hope you like it. Sometimes my crazy brain just has these funky ideas. All right, so let's let this dry a minute here. We'll not mess with that. Okay, so I need to restamp this, so let's do that really quick. What did I do again? Agent. Now I used agent. Is there something else I can use though? Claim check. I really like the agent. Maybe we'll stick with that if I can find it. Agent. It's upside down. Ticket tag. See, that's this one. What did I do with the agent? I'll find it. Oh, there it is. It's on another stamp set. All right, so let me just stamp this really quickly here. Because I screwed up the last one. So yeah, I'm going to have, like I said, I'm going to have these little digital characters in the shop in a couple days. These were my prototypes to determine the size and to see if my crazy idea would work. And it does. So I'm going to finish up. It's going to be just one sheet with little characters with their mug shots. So if you want to create little tags, you'll be able to have the little characters perfectly sized, ready to go. All right, so there's that. And then let me see, what did I do here? So we've got approved already. We've got the tinsel. I just got to do a couple here. So let's see. And there's a lot of stamps that would work for these tags. So I might switch them up a little bit when I make a few more. Because, you know, I got to create all my other characters. So let me put this guy here in red. And then, what else did I had? I had Department 177. So let's see if there's anything else that might work. Gosh, there's so many that would probably work. That telephone number would have been cute too. I guess we'll just stick with what we did. Claim check, Department 177. All right, so let's add that. And I think I'm going to add this one closer. Closer here so it doesn't run into the identification check. I love this design, you guys. I hope you like it too. Okay, so that was in black. Hi, Melody. So I just popped on. I had an idea. I had an epiphany. So you know how we made the identification cards? Well, I had the idea to create employee IDs for Santa and the elves working at the North Pole. So that's what we're doing. And I needed a prototype because these little images you see here, I'm creating them digitally, which will be ready in a couple days, because I want to have all the little characters to create several identification cards. So that's what we're doing. We're making identification cards for all of Santa's employees, aka elves. All right, I think that's gonna do it. So let me glue this down. And of course, I'm gonna be making some more of these. These are just too darn cute not to. I should put some of these tags in the shop for you guys, unless you already have them, but it's really cute with this little addition. All right, and then we're gonna put this little holiday button. Right, kind of like I was explaining, remember TGI Fridays? And all the servers had all the bling and stuff. So, you know, if you work at the North Pole, you have to have bling. See, here's the finished Santa one. And then, because these are employee tags, of course you need a clip. Of course. How else are they going to put it on their uniform? Right? I mean, it's just common sense. You guys, right? I'm not crazy. Of course you need a little tag, metal tag holder. And just give it a minute to grab. We'll let that dry. That needs to dry. All right, so we'll give that a minute to dry because that kind of needs to dry. But that's it, you guys. So these are my employee badges for my new workers at the North Pole. So Santa is hiring currently. If you know of anybody that needs a job at the North Pole, he is diligently hiring. Seasonal work, of course. And when you get to the North Pole, you'll go through orientation and he'll create a little badge for you. So that's it for today. I hope that you like my idea. I love it. I think these are so cute. Of course, I'm going to make some more. But these are the two images that I've got so far. I'm going to go and get some more. I'll have like reindeers and I'll have angels and some more elves. And it'll just be one sheet. But you guys too can create these really, really cute little employee badges. All right, y'all. So that's it. That's all I had for you today, except for the final tip. Watch out for these magnets because they have a mind of their own. As you can see, I'll have to re-glue that. But anyway, I hope that you like my idea. I have everything in the shop right now is on sale. If you haven't checked out the sale, it's only a one-day sale. I've got my digitals on sale, and I've also got my vintage items and some other handmade items on sale. Damn it, magnet keeps getting me. Watch in a couple of days, I'll have these digital sheets available. All right, you guys. I wonder if Santa will pick you up. You know, I don't know. I don't know what his requirements are, Melody. He might. But I know he's hiring, getting ready for the holiday season. All right, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your holiday, 4th of July. And this is just another video for Christmas in July, since I am not doing a series this month. I certainly wanted to give you some of my crazy, wonky ideas and share them with you. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.